Years and years of sheep grazing has left its mark on the landscape across the Falklands, with much of the original vegetation now lost.
Like all this area in here, all of this used to be great big sort of white grass bog land. Really nice big white grass bogs, and then you'd have all the fine grass and that in between it.
These grasses and bogs are now gone, but hopefully not gone forever. This garden plot at Cape Dolphin is a native seed hub. Set up with assistance from Falklands Conservation, these grasses are going to help return the area to its natural ecosystems.
We've got fescues, Fuegan couch. I think this one's the Fuegan couch ones, yeah. Some of them I don't know. I don't know all the names of all of them, but these ones look pretty exciting because they've grown up really big and they're covering the land good. So if we can get them to re-establish.
The first step was to recognise the problems of vegetation loss and soil erosion. And now many areas at Cape Dolphin are fenced off from grazing sheep. The plan is for the seeds from the seed hub to complement the natural regrowth and recolonisation of native coastal fringe plants in areas where the grazing pressures of livestock have been reduced or removed altogether. Removing livestock from farmland is seemingly a big step, but Ben believes it is the only way to save not only the landscape but also the farm itself, as the current covering of diddle-dee isn't going to be enough to sustain sizable flocks in the future.
When you look at, I look at this ground and I think, what is there to feed an animal on? And all you get really in the summertime, you get little patches like this where you see this little wee green, the finer green grasses there. And that does grow up in the summer, but as you progress into winter, there's no bulk, so that's all eaten off, and the animals are left to struggle on what is actually there. You're looking down in the whole of the Cape Dolphin Peninsula now, and what are you seeing is just this diddle-dee spread everywhere. But as we go further down, the areas that I have fenced off and have taken the pressure off due to land erosion and re-establishing tussock grass and whatever, they are looking really good. But it's taken 5 or 6 years to get it like that. Now if I can get it all the same, it will get better, but we have to take that stocking pressure off to do it. We'll manage it differently with a smaller amount or whatever it may be. Somehow we've got to do something.
At present, there's little to no subsidies or extra incentives to encourage farmers to engage in these large-scale regeneration projects. But there are many individuals who recognise the importance of this environmental work, even though the benefits won't be felt for many years.
A long-term thing, but it's for the next generation. We're setting it up for the next generation. That's how I see it, is actually bringing the land back to something, not trying to take everything from it in monetary terms by putting too much pressure on the land. It's to actually back off a little bit and say, I can live comfortably and do something about managing the land properly and bringing it back to something for the next generation.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at, yeah.
So it's Michelle Winnard for FITV.